the return of Nick freaking Diaz, dude. Early 2021.
Potential. Let's
Okay,
asterisk
okay.
that with the potential.
Potential. All right,
Let's not
but
get too,
we'll
because he
say
gets me
potential.
too way too excited that he's going to come back and he's going to fight against him with his brother, and then they don't, and they
Mm.
get tested for weed, and they get suspended, and it's a mess.
Okay, let's not
Carry
guarantee
on.
anything, but all but confirmed, I guess. Well, we'll put that there. That
Mm-hmm.
Nick Diaz is expected to be back in the UFC in early 2021. He just had his thing. He did like a couple
Test
month,
weight cut, right? It
yeah, a couple month camp where he like
was a
he
14-week camp, I think I saw on Twitter.
so pretty much a full really good fight camp with
Yeah.
a pretend weight cut. He was on a new diet, and he looks good. He really
You know what I
does.
really like about him too is you don't really hear much.
He's
Same with his
quiet.
brother.
He's so
You know
under
what I mean?
radar. Yeah.
Like I follow them on Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that, and you'll see the photos here and there, the
Mm-hmm.
training videos here and there, but not like these extensive workout videos that most of these guys are putting out now. They're still very old school. They just go, they teach their kids, they do their workouts, they do their routine, and they get ready for fights.
Hey, I really like that, man. I mean, you stay under the radar. Don't talk too much smack unless you have like a fight schedule, like Nate pretty much has for the BMF. That's probably it has been. It's unofficial, not scheduled, but I mean, in all likelihood, that's the fight they're going to make. If we're being honest here,
I
and
tell
that
you what, man. Sorry to cut you off.
no, no,
Whoever Nick fights, that's super important in my opinion because him and his brother Nate,
mm-hmm.
because you came into the MMA game super late, so unfortunately you weren't there
Yeah,
during like Nick's reign,
it's a damn
uh,
shame. I
for
know.
the pride, or not the pride, but like God, where were they at? Strike Force,
Strikeforce.
um,
Yep.
like where he fought Robbie Lawler and all that stuff. Like my brother-in-law, he was super hardcore like Diaz brother fans.
Mm.
Like I told you, we ran into them or didn't run into them, but saw them like Metallica concerts in Sacramento. Like they were local guys. Everyone was super into them. They've had like this cult following
Right.
for like, man, almost 20 years now, I'd say. Really, ever
Especially
since
in the
Nick Diaz got into
Sacramento
it.
area too.
Yeah, they're huge around here. So what I'm trying to say is I'm really interested to see, is he going to have that same following? Is it like, are the numbers
Mm.
going to follow?
Mm.
Are we going to see that is he going to be a big ticket again?
I
Because
I don't
he's
know
still
if he'll get
relatively
up there.
young.
I don't know if he'll get up there, but I think he can get close. He could definitely get close. He is going to bring things. That's why I kind of brought the BMF rematch with Jorge Masvidal probably taking on Nate Diaz again. But we saw a little some stuff talk after the first fight. Are we going to see Nick Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF belt after Nate likely loses again?
I don't know about that.
What would you like to see though? Who is the best fighter for Nick Diaz to return against?
See, before I saw Robbie Lawler fight the other day, I would have said let's let them run it back
Mm-hmm.
and see how that
Now Robbie
goes.
just looks bad.
But now Robbie just,
Here,
I
can I
don't want to
put
see Robbie
something?
fight anyone.
Can I put something to your mind, Blake?
Huh.
Given for whatever form of a fighter we get that night, because it's been a little hit or miss, but when it hits, it hits. How about Anthony Pettis versus Nick Diaz?
And that's another guy that's a similar opponent for his brother.
But
So it's like Jorge Masvidal. It's like they're literally fighting a family.
I kind of like it though.
So I
I
mean,
kind of like it.
I think Nick Diaz would just beat the crap out of Anthony Pettis,
Ooh,
like
really?
really bad. Yeah, because I think Nick Diaz is the much better fighter
Well,
out of him and Nate Diaz. So I think
so you
that
think in someone top 10? Do you think Nick could come back immediately into the top 10?
it depends, man. He's had such a long layoff.
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't tell you because I haven't me personally, I don't think I've even gotten to see him fight since that Silva fight, I want to say.
Mm. See, perfect world though. Who does he come back against? Is the thing. Who does UFC book against him?
Yeah.
You have to make a decision right now. Who do you book?
I almost wouldn't mind seeing him fight like a RDA, maybe,
Mm.
maybe a maybe even a Chiesa.
What about even a Luke?
But that the thing is like there's not going to be any importance to that fight. Like
Exactly.
you want to have something kind of like a little bit of a storyline maybe or
See,
something. But
that's what
there's
I'm
just
thinking.
no
You
one
could
up there
sell
right
the
now.
fight if presumably the rematch happens, and presumably Nate Diaz loses again. You could very easily have a story and promote and
Oh
book
yeah,
Jorge
not
Masvidal.
arguing with you there, but just
I think
think of
that's
how
the
long
most
you're waiting
likely.
though.
I just
That's
think
going to be at least that's going to be at least a 5 month wait from right now
right now,
because
yes.
they're fighting. Well, if not 6, because I think they're fighting early January if I'm not
I
mistaken.
thought they were doing December. I thought December was a plan.
Did they change their mind recently?
I
Because I
think
thought they were
December's a
aiming for
plan.
January. Well, if they're doing December, then it's going to be at least 5 months. If they're doing January, I'd say maybe 6 months from now. So I don't know how soon Nick Diaz. It all depends. How soon is he trying to fight? Is
What
he
is
really
early
trying to fight?
2021? Is that January? Is that February? March? You can a March fight would make sense if you had the BMF rematch in December, 3 month layoff, book the fight in March. That that's reasonable.
It's reasonable. That's just the only thing though. Is there's just not a fight that I love
Mm.
right now for
So,
Nick Diaz. I
is
think
it a
Nick Diaz
bad
kind of
spot
has
for
to
Nick Diaz to
insert.
be in?
No, I think it's kind of up to him, man. He has to insert himself in there and get people excited again and call someone out or
He can get
you know,
excited if he just
I
adds
think he
one
kind of
person
has
on
to call the
Twitter.
shot
Mm.
because right now there's just like I'm having trouble right here.
Mm-hmm.
The only name that really came to mind was Robbie Lawler, just because they had that bout in the past. But like I said, Robbie Lawler, not really. I think he's kind of close to the end now. So
Mm.
I'd like to see Nick get someone that's maybe going to challenge him, but not be too insurmountable of a task. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want to see Nick come in there and look rusty and just
get
get
his ass whooped.
blasted. You
The
know,
worst thing is Nick Diaz to come back to a loss. That
yeah.
is the
Well, I
worst
mean,
thing.
for any his loss is a loss, bro. It's the worst thing would come back and look like shit.
Mm.
Excuse me, look like crap.
So if he has a really good fight against Jorge Masvidal, which I'm pushing for, eh, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I do
that
like
could
the
be.
older brother, younger brother kind of thing there too. Do
That
like
could be
that.
a good one. Yeah, it could be a good one. I think that would be a very very
See,
interesting
for
story
me,
to tell.
that's the smartest decision that you can make in this whole
It's
thing. Because
probably
I
the
mean,
one that makes him the most money easily out of
yeah,
all the 15 fight
and
UFC.com/rankings.
yeah,
That's the
and
only one
Nick,
that would get me excited.
he's not going to get teleshot off the bat, of course, but BMF title, it's not a
Hey,
real one, but
get a few 100,000.
there is still a weight to the BMF title. Honestly, it's probably more popular than the welterweight belt is right now. I would 100% say that the BMF belt is better than the welterweight belt. I mean, not in terms of talent, but in terms of pool in money in popularity. So, hey, that's my pick.